No,
Was he all? Was he?
Yes,
Why did he make all? Why did he make?
Jimmy
Why did he
Butler
make
did
all?
not make
Why
all
did he make all team
defense.
defense? Why didn't he make all defensive team this year?
He did.
What team did he
Jimmy
make?
Butler did not make it. Jimmy Butler was not all defense. You lied. You've been lying for weeks about that. He did not make it. Bam is the only all-league defender on that
You're
team.
lying.
You want to ice tea? You want to ice tea back?
You think that everything? No,
that doesn't work. When you get cooked, you can't just make the British joke. That doesn't work.
No, that
doesn't.
Jimmy Butler's playoff run. Is this the greatest playoff run in NBA history? Like, well, wait a minute. There are great playoff runs in NBA history, and you have teams that are great in the process of that. So, for example, we're talking about this Miami Heat team. Is this a great playoff run? It's the same Miami Heat team. Tyler Hero, not just Tyler Hero. Gabe Vincent was on the crew last year. Max Strus was on the crew last year. Duncan Robinson was on the crew last year. Jimmy Butler was on the crew last year. Bam was on the crew last year. Kyle Lowry was on the crew last year.
So yeah, and that's why and that's what I'm saying, because is this a great run for Jimmy? Because he's had a lot of games where we're like, where's Jimmy at?
Right.
Now, is it a great run for Miami? Well, as an 8 seed, going through a 1, a 2, a 5, and let's listen, we're going to get to this in a minute, assuming they win, and then the number 1 seed in the West, well, then you're going to have, as a team, you're going to have that conversation. It might be the best run ever because of where they started and who they beat. But as an individual, I'm not as sold on.
You're a liar. Hold on, Fluent. You're a liar. You're a liar, Fluent, and you're disingenuous. And I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why, Fluent. I'm gonna tell you why you're a liar and you're disingenuous. Here's why you're a liar and you're disingenuous. In the first round, they basically won the series because of what Jimmy Butler was doing in his heroics on both ends of the court. These is facts. In the second round, we saw what happened when Jimmy didn't play versus when he did play. He got hurt in game 2. They lost. He played the other games. They pretty much handled them easy. And then in this round, we all discount Jimmy because we know that the Boston Celtics focused their defense on Jimmy Butler, putting their top defenders on Jimmy Butler and rotating them on him the entire series. So guys that we praise who had a great series like Caleb Martin, who really wasn't the focus of the defense. Okay, cool, no problem. But here's where Jimmy separates. He led the entire playoffs in that series in steals with 2.6 steals for the whole series, which means he was playing defense in the games that they won. Go back and look. So we talking about a dude that was playing both sides of the basketball. He led them in assists, which that means he accounted for more points and more on assists and scoring than anybody else. And then he led the team in scoring. The second best scorer had 19.3 points per game in that series, and that was Caleb Martin. But he didn't do anything else. He wasn't no great lockdown defender. Only thing he did is made the shots he was supposed to make, and a lot of them was open. Jimmy Butler was the man. He was the myth. He was the legend. He went and got it done. So all this excuses about, oh, this might not be a great run for Jimmy Butler, that's baloney.
Hold on, Tone, because you did not say that. That's number one. He did not say that. Number two, you talking about being disingenuous and being a liar. You are the epitome of that. And how are you the epitome of that? Because you just said to him about no excuses, but you the first one to come up here when Kobe Bryant got swept out of the playoffs after they won the NBA championship in back-to-back seasons. And the first thing you brought up was Kobe Bryant's ankle. That's the first thing.
No. That's a lie. Hold on. You took my words out of context. You took my words out of context, sir.
No, I didn't.
You took my words. No, I said no. What I said to you was nobody used it.
Number two, we're talking about number two. And not only did you say nobody,
I said nobody uses that. I said nobody uses it.
No, you brought that up.
No.
You are
go back and listen to what I said. I said nobody uses
what you said word for word.
That's word for word what I said.
Kobe Bryant had a bad ankle and he was on the floor.
Put your money on it and I take your money too. I got the tape.
Put no money on it. I heard what you said.
Your money too. I got the tape.
So if you bringing that up, right? If you bringing that up,
I'm not bringing that up. I told you nobody use that as an excuse, sir.
Use that logic with him.
Don't lie, sir. Chill down. I'm gonna put you on the video. Don't lie.
Nobody is lying.
I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm exposed. You don't worry. I'm exposed. You're lying.
Nothing. You're not the only one up here who knows what we're talking about. I'm done.
But the truth, Chill Town.
Does anybody else?
Take your blood pressure back from today, because it's gonna be on 100 today. It's gonna be on 100 today.
You ain't that much younger than me.
I'm gonna see how much tape you win. I'm gonna see how much tape you win.
Anybody else remember Ticket saying that?
Nah, Ron. What I said was when they was capping about injury, Fluent knows was here.
I'm not saying Jimmy's not having a great run. I'm just saying the team's run is more historic if they win against Denver than Jimmy. When you compare Jimmy's run to 91 Jordan, 03 Duncan, there's so many other individual
Jimmy in
performances.
2020.
Okay, so but Fluent, let me ask you a question.
easily say are better than what
Jimmy was better.
So I'm just saying,
Let me ask you a question.
I think your mind's being changed by the finals.
Do any of the premier players in the league do what Jimmy just did? Do any of the premier players in the NBA do what Jimmy just did right now?
Right now?
Switch Jimmy. Hold on, time out. Tatum just got beat with a better team. LeBron James got beat with a better team. KD got beat with a better team. I'm capping, nigga.
Wait.
Luka Doncic, if you put Luka on the Heat, they're still here, in my opinion.
Man, you crazy. No, I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why that's a lie. I'm gonna tell you why that's a lie. Hold on. It's a lie. Hold on. Here's why it's a lie. Because Luka don't play the defense Jimmy Butler play. And Luka would have got torched. Hold on. That's true. Hold on. That's true. And he easy to beat. He easy to beat this
conversation. You're not gonna do that. No. You're not going to dominate this conversation.
Oh, no. I'm just going to keep kicking y'all ass. That's what I'm going to do.
Kicking nobody's ass. Period. Let's stick with Miami. So, number one, you're talking about Luka Doncic. That's not a lie. You know why? Because we don't know if Luka could have done that. Because he didn't. So, it's not a lie. Stop calling people liars and everything.
Don't play D.
And so what? That Jimmy Butler led the league. He led the playoffs.
No. I'm saying Jimmy Butler's defense don't matter.
And I would say the Miami supporting cast played better than what we got out of the Mavericks.
I like
that. Is true.
No, you're not.
He heard everything that you said. He heard everything.
No. I'm not saying that, Tone.
I'm not saying that solely on Jimmy Butler, and that's
his
not true.
His defense
is based solely on Jimmy Butler, and that's just not true. I can appreciate Jimmy Butler as a defender, but I'm not just talking about Jimmy Butler as a defender. Why are we just talking about Jimmy Butler as a defender? Jimmy Butler is not the only defender on that team.
He's the best one.
So what if he's the best one? They still got a damn.
He's not the best one. He's not the best one.
He's all. Who was the all-league defender on that team? Who was the all-league defender? Who was the all-league defender, Mars?
Bam Adebayo is the best defender on that team.
Who else is an all-world defender on that team?
Bam Adebayo is the best defender on that team.
He just told you, Bam.
What defense team he made?
Oh, so now we're talking about being an all-league defender.
No, I'm asking you. Y'all say, hold on. Y'all say I asked you, who's the best defender on the team? What all-league defensive team has Bam Adebayo made? Jimmy Butler was all-league defense and offense this year, and all NBA. Cut it out.
What's offense got to do with this? Defense.
Bro, he played both sides of the ball.
Okay, and you said Jimmy was the best defender.
Hold on, time out.
Him playing both sides of the ball means nothing.
Bam was garbage.
Jimmy Butler wasn't even on defense this year.
Not only was Jimmy Butler not an all-league defender. Can we get to this? And this is what I'm talking about when I talk about lies. Ticket, you talk about people lying and you don't even do your homework. Did you know that Bam finished 5th this year in Defensive Player of the Year? Did you know that? No,
Jimmy Butler did not make all-team defense. Why didn't he make all defensive teams?
He did. Jimmy Butler did not make it. Jimmy Butler was not all defense. You lied. You've been lying for weeks about that. He did not make it. Bam is the only all-league defender on that team.
You're lying.
You want to ice tea? You want to ice tea back?
You think that everything? No,
that doesn't work. When you get cooked, you can't just make the British jokes. That doesn't work.
No, that doesn't.
You lied.
You hate Mars. You from Mars, boy.
You lied.
Everything that comes out of your
You hate Mars. You from Mars.
And you from Cat TV.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
No, Paul, because this dude, all he does up here is call us liars, and he doesn't fact check himself. Not only does he not fact check himself, he thinks because he talks loud and he says things over and over again that it's the truth.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. You're the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.